orbit now. Jump complete. Propulsion restored. Let's put this bird on the ground.
Yes? So, we finally... This talk of the unity of a multiverse? Dead friends appearing again? It is all simply... Does it? Perhaps you find all this satisfactory, but I am afraid I do not. We must take the word of a murderer and follow him into the... I wish I could share in that belief. Truly, I do. But I cannot. Even if everything the Starborn have said is true, if you pass into this unity and come out in some other universe, look at who they are, and what they have become. They have the faces and voices of people you know, but are nothing like them. Are you not at all worried that the same fate would befall you? That you would become someone unrecognizable to the rest of us? Now you sound like Sarah, but you are not wrong. I will do my best to assume the best, but you cannot blame me for preparing for the worst. We should get back to it. Now that we know what to work towards, there's... Ah, hello. Finally, I've been waiting.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Earliest space flights were likely coordinated from here. Strange to be standing on such a unique bit of history. It would seem that the occupants left in a hurry. Hopefully for no reason we need to be concerned about.
Engine spin-up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Voltaire?
No changes since we uploaded the last figures yesterday. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the spaceship. Just imagine that.
One miracle of science at a time, Canaveral. Counting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Canaveral, are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good. The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years, Nova.
To think that towers like this were once absolutely essential to ensuring our survival. And now here they are, buried and forgotten. Perhaps an elevator will allow us to access what lies beneath all this dust. We can never know whether lives were lost because this ship never launched, but it was built for a reason. Work would not have been done if the ship had not meant to launch. Shame. Whoever once used this room probably never could have imagined all that has happened since it was built.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatian. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatian. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those two military handlers, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in materials science, metallurgical engineering. Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow.
NASA was very proud
I think I'm
of
being
all they
invited to do that.
accomplished. I suppose they had a right to be.
Came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
Looks like
I
early
have been
testing for
trusting you.
planetary
We
habitats.
keep slamming our heads against the brick walls, guessing
The
that
looks on their faces
and you keep coming up
show
with
them
something
all
new to
that we
try.
have learned.
Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you
Facility
getting your
covered quite a
information,
range
Victor?
of disciplines.
I'm sorry,
There's
Judith.
nothing behind to it.
Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
anything of value? Do you think Vasco would see his likeness in this model? Of this facility is massive. I wonder how many knew how big it really was.
Project Log. Dr. Victor
Project Log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I watched the gravjet test from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives, expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying.
It must be nearing the
It could
artifact.
take years,
If it is here.
decades, before we know what all these side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
at your labs back when we were working on the grav
I know what I'm seeing, Victor.
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I traced the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met
And it looks like a Starborn got here before us.
told me everything that existed.
I am company.
Judith Tatian.
Use this room.
The recent
Probably
delivery
never
from
could have
Mars
imagined
is
all that
unsettling.
has happened since
I
it
was
was
expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars?
NASA was very proud of all that he accomplished. I suppose they had a right to be.
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith,
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn
This
napkin?
facility covered quite a range of
need you to
disciplines.
trust me.
Time has not been kind
I
to it.
have been trusting you. We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
Do they even try?
Hostiles in range.
Did they have anything of value? The scope of this facility is massive. I wonder how many knew how big it really was.
Project log.
Project log. Dr. Judith Tatian. I watched the gravjet tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly.
We must be
So many
near the
things are under
artifact.
wraps before, but now
should not
everyone
give
wants
up
all the
now.
publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives, expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all this...
I never actually got to visit your lab.
I know what I...
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this,
It is all
you probably already know the truth.
the artifact.
I I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art,
Need a moment to walk that off?
lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? If you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive.
Constellation, are you on the surface of Mars? We need to discuss what you found. And it looks like other Starborn got here before us. So, you might have company. See the light of the star. Resistance functions. you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlock the secret of interstellar travel. At the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
Every grav drive in the settled systems was built on technology that came from an artifact that was discovered on Mars. But these early drives shook the gravity field surrounding Earth. Eventually, the atmosphere started to slowly sputter away into space. That's why Earth is uninhabitable. The artifact gave the scientists a greater understanding of time and space, but not the wisdom to see where that would lead.
The settled systems wouldn't exist without the artifacts, in other words. We owe what happened here in NASA a great debt. Assuming we weren't going to lose it anyway. War, disease, famine, all the classics.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? And what gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That's why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself. Join me, old friend. We can collect the final pieces together.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not his old friend, remember? You're from another universe. Don't try to manipulate him. Okay. I couldn't win you over on philosophy. How about pragmatism? I'm more powerful than the emissary. Than any other Starborn. And you might not understand why, but I want you to succeed. You've never gotten this far before. I need to see what happens to you. Well, look at that. The emissary just became my new best friend.
You've made your choice. When you're ready, the Hunter and I will be at the buried temple. That's where we'll settle things.
Meaning, we'll kill you. But hey, at least we'll wait till you get there. Everyone deserves a shot at the final artifact.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
Engines firing. Here we go. Aim point reached. Orbit stable.
a ship part? Our rookie here may have sideswiped an asteroid. Needs some repairs.